Recently, after a plane crash, 4 children, little kids, were able to survive 40 days on their own in the Amazon jungle of remote Colombia, terrain so notoriously imposing it strikes fear into the hearts of most adults. And the youngest was only 11 months old. How is that even possible? It's because they were raised in a humble village culture focused on what helps respond to circumstances with mutual responsibility in essential tasks such as providing food, making shelter and tools like cookery, and protecting against threats. It would be a rare exception for any member of their little community to take a different path in life because they simply wouldn't be able to make it on their own. The village gives them their security, their sense of belonging, and the skills needed to thrive. What are our young people ready for? Have we prepared our little ones for what they're going to face when they grow up? We give them lots of creature comforts and plenty of exciting opportunities. But spiritually speaking, the world we live in has become a dangerous jungle. And most of our kids aren't going to have what it takes to stick with the church past the first year in college. That's what we're learning. Those are the numbers. We are discovering that whether someone chooses to follow Jesus as an adult depends on how much we invest in them when they're young, by cutting a path through the jungle and showing them the way forward, equipping them to find answers to their deeper questions like, who will help me feel loved? Who can I trust to tell me if I'm on the right track or not? Who will show me how to handle the pain that I am experiencing? Jeremiah is here living in a situation where most people have turned away from God, much like in our day. He was young, but courageous in faith, because he understands who he is, his purpose, and the fact that the Lord is with him like a mighty champion. Then, in an even more powerful way, Jesus is here in the gospel wanting us to understand how precious we are, worth more than many sparrows, so that we will cling to him and be safe from anything trying to kill our souls. Then and now, God's people, rescued from slavery and brought into the promised land, we have the tendency to forget or to ignore what God has done for us and what he asks in protecting our freedom and leading us to flourishing. Too often, we would rather do things our own way, make compromises and fight against each other for things like possessions and privileges, far from God in our hearts, even though we keep the appearance of belonging to him. The only way to survive in the jungle of this fallen world is by what the Catechism calls vital union with Christ. Remember that. Paragraph 864. Look it up. Vital union with Christ. It's the only way. If we're going to make a difference in the lives of our little ones, if we're going to help our young people survive the jungle, it starts with vital union with Christ. He is the vine. We are the branches. Connected to him, we have life. Separate from him, there is only death. Nobody else, nothing else can rescue us from sin and death but Jesus Christ. So why would we try another way but him? Vital union with Christ. We are strong and wise in facing challenges when Jesus is at the center of our lives. So we can be like him, live like him, think like him, love like him, and serve like him. He is the way. We will get to where we need to go because of our relationship with him, which needs tended to each and every new day. Our youth group, our fledgling youth group, would be a great place to start with all this. Encouraging teens to check it out and participate. It's both fun and safe. I'm usually there with other adult chaperones. Deacon Mario helps out. You just heard from Jeremy, one of the student leaders. His dad, Felipe, is a chaperone. So we're little, but we're determined, and we want to grow. So we're reaching out. If you are a young person, middle school, high school, we want you to come and take part in what we're trying to build. The young people, the student leaders, we're encouraging to learn how to do this. We're trying to build them up with the necessary skills, which is what needs to happen because, my friends, it truly is a jungle out there.